What's going on, people? This your boy DJ Aaron alongside my brother, as always, Cornbread, for episode 175 of the A Square podcast. Man, we getting through it, baby. Let's get it. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, can I start off and say congrats to us, bro?
Yes, you should. Please do.
I want to give a shout out to us, bro.
Okay.
So to the listeners out there, this is our second Women's World Cup. This episode is the second Women's World Cup. That means we've survived 4 years of them things, bro.
Facts.
Like, we already had our 4-year anniversary, but like officially, it's 4 years, bro. Like, that's what I'm wearing the USA. So shout out to the women out there who are about to start this World Cup. It's in Australia this year. So, kudos to those girls. If you ever get a chance, listen to our Ella Masser episode. I think that was our second interview ever on the podcast, man. So, like I said, that's crazy how this is our second World Cup that we talking about this, man. So,
yeah, man. Facts.
Kudos to us. Not a lot of companies survive 4 years, let alone podcasts. So,
through COVID, it all, we here.
We here, man. So I just want to say that, man. What's goody though?
Man, everything's good, man. It's been a very busy, crazy week. Of course, I want to talk about the young lady, Carlee, I believe is her name, who went missing. And she went missing and she got found. So we can start there. Antonio.
What do you mean she went missing and then she was found? What do you mean?
Well, Antonio, why don't you tell the story, man? You got more insights than me. I mean, you in law enforcement. I'm sure you got some insights.
Yeah, I think this is a cold case of not keeping your shoes by your feet, bro. Cold case. That's it. Like,
that's all you got?
She left with no shoes, and you see she had to come back. It's a cold world out there. When you ain't got no socks or shoes, you gonna come back. Yeah.
So,
I respect people that work a 9-to-5 job that can show up late for work without an excuse. They show up, take full responsibility. I'm sorry I'm late. It'll never happen again. I overslept. I apologize. It's irresponsible on my behalf. If I do it again, fire me. I respect people that can do that, because I can't do that because I'm a liar. I am. If I'm late, something happened. I don't give a something drastic happened. Yo, dude, sorry I'm late. I was on the highway, and the baby was running on the highway.
Facts.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. So I get out the car, I start chasing the baby. In my mind, I'm like, why you running, baby? That's what I'm thinking, right? But I'm like, what do? Because I can't just grab the baby and throw the baby in the car. That's kidnapping. I around and go to jail.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Smollett 2 is on the loose out here, bro. This is insane. This is crazy. For the people out there that don't know, young black lady called 911. She says she saw a baby on the side of the highway, and then all of a sudden she didn't say anything. They didn't hear anything, and she was missing from Thursday, I believe, to Saturday. However, she just showed up at home though. So first of all, the internet go internet immediately. They already had the answers. The internet had the answers, bro.
Before you even go further in the story, bro, we talked about this last episode on the submarines, bro. It don't matter. Everybody get this internet smoke, bro. So you can't be mad. Just take it, and then it's going to be another story next week.
It's going to be another story next week.
You can go ahead.
So apparently, they found her phone. They found other items and whatnot. So they went through the phone. She's asking about stealing from a register. She's asking about not getting caught. She's talking about how old does it have to be for an Amber Alert. She's asking random questions. What about the movie Taken, Gone Girl? So right there, I'm 100% positive when the officers was looking through there, I know they had it was a clear-cut case.
Clear-cut case of cold, not shoes by their feet, boy. Clear-cut case.
I knew, I could only imagine the laughter in that room, bro.
And then her boyfriend, who, has been supporting her for this 3 days of her missing.
Yeah.
Defending her. He deleted that. He can't defend this.
And he was getting the smoke. They was like, well, where was he at and what happened? They acting like he did it, you know?
The mom was like, no, she been missed. Somebody kidnapped her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah? So do you have proof of that? Can we talk to her? No. Mental health. She taking a nap. But I defend her though. Come on, bro. Stop the cat.
All right. So let us help you guys out. First of all, if they ask you to come on Good Morning America or any America, the answer is no.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Because
all y'all look the same. It don't matter if it's her parents. It don't matter if it's R. Kelly. All of them look the same, bro. When they go sit down with Gayle King, or they go sit down with Michael Strahan, or they go sit down with any of these other people, you all look the same. Y'all all look goofy. Don't do it. Don't do it. You never know if a person had their shoe by their feet or not. You got to wait for the evidence. Hey, if they say, oh yeah, the shoes was on, hey, line me up.
Yeah,
we coming.
If
we
your
coming.
shoes was on your feet, you Gucci.
We in there.
You got every right to do it.
If you got one shoe on,
bro, one shoe, one sock,
do it. Don't do it. So, from what we believe now, we believe that this was a fake. But here's the sad part about it, is that, you know, there's so much trafficking going on, bro. I mean, you look at where you live.
Atlanta's terrible.
It's unlimited. We have to take these serious, no matter what it is. And I hate to say, we needed this. We needed the Tamika Mallory's. We needed all the famous people that came out and said, you know, look for this person. We need that because we need that push anytime something like this happens. But what we don't want to do is make these people look terrible. You know what I'm saying? For pushing the line, because we have to, and we can't not do it. Like, we have to do that, right? And it just kind of makes me sad, man, because they are saying that, you know, it could be mental health this, mental health that. We don't know. I don't know what would make her do this, but I feel sad for everybody that jumped out and, you know, went to push this. You know, you seen Beyonce's mom, you know what I'm saying, talking about this. Bro, that made 2 L's for her in 2 weeks. She got robbed. I don't know if you heard about that.
I didn't. Beyonce's mom got robbed?
Got robbed. Her house got robbed. They took a vault that had like $1 million, a little bit over $1 million, and some jewelry and some things like that. They took that from her. Then, so that's an L. That's an L.
TSA been stealing.
No. So you gotta learn. You don't check nothing.
I'm just asking.
Check nothing. You be all right.
Especially not in Miami.
Don't do it.
Check. TSA agents is wilding. I know 2 people that got
wilding.
Facts.
And then she comes out to, you know what I'm saying, to show love for this and, you know, try to get the word out, and this happens. So we have to take every case serious, but this is as funny as it is, these memes, you know what I'm saying, the memes is going to get y'all, but at the end of the day, you still got to take it serious. So what's your thoughts, bro?
And I would add to that is, let's say she was lying, allegedly, right? We don't know, but she going to get them jokes. Let's say she's lying. Both things can still be true. She could be a liar, but then black women can still be kidnapped every day that we need to talk about, right? So
that's a fact.
I hate when people mix things together, right? Like, so if you get robbed by a leprechaun, don't mean all leprechauns are bad. All leprechauns did it, right? No, it's that specific person. So I don't know why we always put this stuff on like microcosms of the world. It's like, sometimes it's not. It's okay. One bad thing happened, you have a liar, but there's liars in every shape, form of everything, right? So it's okay. She lied, allegedly, move on. But that has nothing to do with your neighbor's daughter who got kidnapped, or your son, or whatever like that, right? So I know the internet's a funny place, but it's also the internet. I think that's what we got to realize. It's still the internet. It's not real. You can't go to it.
You can't.
I
wish I could take...
Go ahead.
I wish I could take that audio that you just said right there and play that through the course of my business area, so they understand, like, every time we get ready to go into an elevator and we're going up or down or where are we going out here in my building, that the person that, because I'm black, you don't have to get off the elevator and run to the bathroom real quick. You can go to your office, because one bad thing might have happened to you, but that does not mean that we all did it.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
That happens to me every time I come
And
here.
vice versa. If a white person rob you, don't mean all white people are scammers and robbed you, right?
They
okay,
did.
never mind.
They did.
Oh,
Because two things can be true. Because two things can be true.
Two things can be true. But I forgot. Somebody had smoke for you.
Oh, good. That's
I forgot to tell you last episode.
That's
so
good.
This, and I'm glad this happened, Aaron.
Okay, talk to me.
Because they said, make sure I don't forget, and I forgot. So I'm going to tell you. A couple episodes ago, listeners, welcome to the A Square Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
All day.
DJ says he was driving, and he says all people over 60 cannot drive. You remember this conversation, DJ?
Yeah. I mean that.
He said if you 59 and your birthday is at midnight, you good to go. As soon as it strikes 12, you no longer should be able to drive.
Car shuts off.
Wherever
it's at.
That's what DJ says, not A Square Podcast, not Cornbread. DJ says that.
Yeah.
So I had somebody who was 60, I think she's 61, 62. She says, tell DJ he's a liar. I can drive perfectly fine.
Okay.
And I seen it. So I just want to let you know, it ain't, like we said, it ain't everybody.
It is.
You was crash bandicooted by
that's
somebody who was over 60.
Yeah.
And you put them in the bucket of all 60-year-olds can't drive. So you did it. That was live.
And my rebuttal to that is,
go ahead.
You can drive. You can drive. You just got to go get the test every month. You got to do a test every month.
It's like a drug test.
Every time, bro. Because we got to because things can change. Hey, October might not be the same as December driving, bro. You got to take you on a 3-month suspension.
I got you.
Come back and do it again.
It's like a passport. You got to renew that thing. Okay.
Yeah, so
I just want to let that energy go that they said that you're a liar.
I'm with you.
That's not true about 60-year-olds. So I just want to let you know.
I love it. So let's talk about the TSA, man. Since we're talking about traveling, driving, flying, all this stuff, man. Talk to us about that, man. What exactly is going on?
So, I think last week, 3 TSA agents, I think one was a supervisor, got caught stealing money, jewelry, other items of value from people's luggage, right? Mm-hmm. So, and one of my friends went through this. They ended up getting their item back, but they had to take a further step. So I don't want to say, obviously, the friend, because I don't know if they want this out there. So let's say my son had on the new Yeezys, goes through TSA. This is on a carry-on, right? So it's like, hey, I want to keep that value with me. I don't want to check it in. No, hell no. So I'm going to keep that value with me. So they say, hey, take off your Yeezys. My son takes off his Yeezys. Cool. You got to run it through though, right? You got to put it in the cart and it goes through.
Yeah.
He puts it in the cart, goes through. He goes through the, let's say the x-ray machine or magnetometer where they got to scan your body, put your hands up. Anybody who travels knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? Goes through. Bag comes through. Okay, that's his regular check on. But remember, he put his Yeezys through the what's the name?
Yeah.
Hey, sir, we got random inspection. It just happened to be you, sir. I'm sorry, but we got to pat you down over here. If anybody been through that pat down, I have to do this in Canada. You go through a little area, come over there. They pat you down, say, hey, we understand, blah, blah, blah. We're going to use the back of our hand, blah, blah, blah.
So it's right around the point where I got randomly searched and you told me, hey, if you don't make this flight, that's on you.
Oh,
and you left me.
And I still feel the same way.
You remember that?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Right. Yeah. That's same energy.
I want to make sure it was the same spot around that area.
Exact same spot. So my son is getting pat down, but remember, his clothes and his Yeezys are still on the belt, right?
Right.
They pat him down. Magically, he's clear. Random. He comes back to get his bag. He was like, what's going on? Where's my Yeezys? They said, sir, keep it moving. We got a lot of people. Come on, keep it moving. No. Ain't no keep it nothing moving. I have my Yeezys here. Where are they at? Sir, keep it moving. We got to get you out the way. No. I can't go nowhere. I need to speak to a supervisor, bro. My Yeezys were here. Now they bring a supervisor, which your flight could be in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sir, it's going to take 30 minutes for a supervisor to be here. What you going to do? You going to miss your flight? Let's say you have to go to a wedding, or let's say your grandma is sick, or you going to worry about
You going to get that
Yeezys.
flight. You going to get the flight.
A lot of people going to be like, bro, I just got gypped out of some Yeezys, but it's a bigger picture, right?
Yeah.
But people like me, I get to the airport 2 or 3 hours early, so I got time. I need to speak to that supervisor. Supervisor comes. What's the problem? You know him. He automatically gonna side.
Automatically.
Hey, sir, I had Yeezys here. You see, I'm barefoot. I got my socks, but I ain't got my shoes by my feet. What's going on? He says, "Oh well, are you sure you left them? Are you sure you brought Yeezys to the airport?" They're gonna give you the whole spiel. Yes, there's 30 million cameras. Check the cameras. My son waits, goes check the camera. He comes back with your Yeezys. Imagine that. He says, "Sir, these your Yeezys?" "Yeah, they my Yeezys." "How'd you get them?" "Have a good day, sir."
Now you got to check
No,
the tape.
hell no. What?
Check
No,
the tape.
bro. Where am I? Have a good day, sir. Now you wanna fight it? You wanna
Yeah.
wait for the police? You wanna be banned from airports now? You gonna go on with your merry way. So that's what's happening. And 3 people in Miami got caught where they distract you. And that's what the time where they distracted you, put you in the random search. They went through the bag, stealing shoes, clothes, jewelry, money, all that stuff. And sometimes you don't even know it, right? Like
Yeah,
the shoes is a separate incident. But what if it's in that bag? You're not going to check and see if you still got your money. You know what I'm saying? Until you get to the place. You're going to get to your hotel and check. So that's what's happening, man. And those 3 individuals got caught. So definitely check. There's a lot of people that travel
It's
that
sad,
listen
man.
to us. But
It's
definitely
sad.
make sure y'all keep y'all items. I had a dude in front of me. He had like 7 necklaces on when he went through that little machine. I said, bro, you know it's going to go off. And it did. But they searched through it. He kept it on. He kept it moving, right? He didn't even keep it. He didn't take them off because maybe he'd been through it before or he didn't trust the system. So there are certain ways how you can keep those items with you. So that's what's happening, DJ. What you think, bro?
It's scary, man, because you think that those people are there to help you. Those people are there to make sure that everybody is getting on safe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's what we're there for. That's why we go to get yelled at by TSA. So we get, hey, take your laptop, take your shoes off, take your head off, arms go in the bag. Like
keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Like we look to them for safety.
Right.
And you never know what somebody is doing, man. And they always, it's interesting to me because when we were in Mexico, and my in-laws always bring their fishing poles. The fishing poles break all the way down, so it's just the handle. So they're used to taking it, no problems. But in Mexico, it's their rules, bro. It's their rules. So, hey, they was like, they said, no, it can't go. It can't go. That means I'm keeping it. That's what that means. So you got to be careful as you can be, man, but it just sucks because it's a safety thing, and that's what we're concerned about. But now you got crazy people out there that's stealing from you. So only thing you do is be careful, pay attention as much as you can, and we all gonna get robbed one day.
Now,
ask Beyonce's mom.
Now, is it all TSA agents robbed you? Are they all bad? Right?
We got to look at them sideways at least, bro. At minimum, we got to look at them sideways.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Yeah, man. So, other crazy things going on in the world, man. I'll get your take on this real quick, man. We really haven't spoke about sports in a little bit on this, but this is a big topic. Running backs not getting paid. Antonio, I know you follow sports a lot. I know you all about, you all about your Colts. Mm-hmm. And I want to get your take on this because after that first contract in the NFL, running backs usually, they don't get a second deal. Or even if they do, it's on franchise. They keep doing it to them. So now they're upset, kind of rebelling against the machine. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think I have to break down to the listeners because a lot of people might not understand what we're talking about, right? So I'm going to break it all the way down, right? So let's say you're a new running back and you go to the draft. Let's say first pick. It don't matter. It don't matter what pick you are. You're the first pick, and I'm the Colts. I pick a running back. That first contract is going to be worth $1 a year, right? That's what we're going to pay you for 4 years, usually 5, the option for the 5th. So you play your first year for that $1. You had an okay year, but you're a rookie, right? Like you balled out, but you're a rookie. Second year, you MVP. Third year, you MVP. But I'm still only paying you $1 each year, bro. Now, fourth year, you get hurt. You've made $4 in 4 years. As a team, you a 2-time MVP, but you just got hurt your fourth year. Now, as an organization, why would I pay you $10 a year now? $20 a year. I kind of got my value, and you're hurt. I don't know how you're going to do next year. I got to see you play the 5th year. I got to see it. And that's what's happening. These individuals are balling out, putting their life on the line like any other football player. And 50% of my offense is through you. I'm handing you the ball.
Or more. They throwing it to you.
Like Derrick Henry is 90%.
Come on, bro.
So Jacobs had a phenomenal year, and he played out this year.
Taylor.
You know what I'm saying? It's who else? Taylor.
It's a handful of
Jones. It's a handful of running backs though. But yeah, they didn't get paid. Barkley, right. So that's what's happening where these individuals are balling out, which you're going to try to ball out. Number one, because you want to win. And then number two, you want that second contract, right? Organizations see it as, why would I pay you $10 a year, $20 a year, when guess what? I can go to the draft and pay the next number one pick and pay him $1 a year, right? So financially, it's like financials versus loyalty and respect and just good business, good karma, right? Like if somebody treats you right, you should automatically look out for them. That's how I feel. But on the other business side of it is, man, we also got Mahomes. We got to pay him $1 billion. I have to find cutbacks, right? I can't pay him $1 billion, and then now I got to pay this running back $500 million. And it's shitty, but it happens all the time, man. But running backs should be paid. They're a high part of the football. Period. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. They have to block, scheme, catch. Now running backs have to do both. You can't just have a running back who could just run and can't catch no more. Nah, those days is done. And they got to be great receivers, smart, agile, and stay healthy, right? So pay those running backs, bro. But go ahead, DJ.
So I'm not going to say all running backs have done this because we know that not to be true. But with me paying attention to what these running backs are saying right now, and these are consistent ballers, like these are people that's consistent throughout their career, I can understand when a player gets hurt, like a Chris Johnson got his bag and then he got injured and then he kind of faded away. He got the big bag and he kind of faded away. He didn't go out there and play on the injury. You know, they was always like, man, can he play this week? Can he play this week? He was like, no, my body ain't right. No, my body ain't right. Now I can kind of see why they do that. Why am I going to go out there and risk my body when I know ain't another contract coming? Mm-hmm. Or, you know, like, I guess I kind of see it. And we as fans, we get mad because we want to see our favorite players out there.
The best product out there. And you want to win.
Absolutely.
What if Chris Johnson wasn't playing and y'all was losing, right, for the Titans, and you a Titans fan? You ain't trying to hear that shit?
Facts.
Get out there.
But now I can kind of understand why they're not interested in doing that. Because they know if they do go out there and they get hurt, hey, guess what? Everything in your contract, they're going to be like, oh, you didn't get 500 yards. You didn't get this. You didn't get this. You didn't get these amount of touchdowns, because all of it is incentivized anyway. So I can see why they take the injury. If it take 10 weeks, it just take 10 weeks, bro. You out for the rest of the year. It is what it is. I kind of get it. It's frustrating, but.
And devil's advocate, like I said. So I'm on the side of the players, but devil's advocate of me being the owner. I gave you that max contract. Yeah. And now your first year, you get hurt again. Second year, you're the worst per rusher in the league. Third year, you get hurt. Yeah. Now that's a bad evaluation. That's a bad investment. that
But
happens
that's
as
kind of
well,
way
right?
that happens as well. So it's really both sides.
Yeah, and that's what I
It's
said.
really
So
both
that's the
sides.
devil's advocate side of why would I pay you $1 trillion when I could find another person and pay him $1?
And that's where the analytics come in. That's where they come in.
Didn't
They're
we
like,
just talk
hey,
about cutbacks with
Yeah.
Amazon, these big businesses, ESPN.
yeah,
I understand you a baller and you've been on the episode or with us for 18 years, but you also making 18 years worth of money. When we can find somebody in college who's new, a new face, helping out with diversity, right? It could be the leprechaun.
Yep.
We need more leprechauns out here, but we paying him $2.
yeah.
So yeah,
It is
that's
what
just
it is,
devil's
man.
advocate side, like I said. So
Yeah, it sucks, man. Yeah. What else going on in the world, bro?
man, hey, more news came out. We got answers finally
Okay.
of this thing that it's been 2 or 3, about when COVID happened, 2020, so 2021 for sure. So about 2 or 3 years, this story has been going on. Yes, no, will it happen? Will it not happen?
Mm-hmm.
And this is about student loans. So we finally got all the answers. So to the listeners out there, I've been following this story from 2020 to now, bro. And we got the answers, DJ. You want me to read them off to you, bro?
What's the answers, man? What you got?
So Biden gives forgiveness for $39 billion in student loans. Okay? $39 billion of student loans will be forgiven. That's almost 800,000 borrowers. But on the surface level,
Yeah, let's get to it.
that sounds good, right?
Yeah, it do.
Especially the people like me, millennials out here, like, oh, snap, they forgiving $39 billion of them things. People just won $1 billion on the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's great. Not so fast, bro. Not so fast. It's for specific people.
Okay.
And guess what? Cornbread has the answers on who those specific people are.
Who the people? Who the
Right?
people?
Today's student loan forgiveness announcement is for longtime borrowers of income-driven payment plans. Okay? So you have to be under that. So your income of the borrower, this is moved of basically a one-time fix for borrowers who fell through the cracks due to inaccurate payment accounts in the past. So what that means is if you've been borrowing for over 20 years and making payments, they're going to forgive your student loans. That means if you've been paying for 19 years, you do not qualify. Anybody under 20 years cannot qualify. Anybody 20 years or over, you qualify for your student loan forgiveness to be forgiven. All right. So it's income-driven repayment plan. So that's a specific plan for those individuals who've been on that, and then it's been over 20 years. All right. So that's the only people who could qualify. So I'm sure go to your student loan rep and see what plan you're under, especially if you've been paying for over 20 years. Then you could potentially qualify. For those individuals, and I'm one of these people who are under 19 years and don't have that plan.
Fresh out.
Student loans kick back off in October 2023. So if you don't qualify for what I just told you, get ready in October 2023. It's going to kick back off again, man. So for, like I said, it's been
At
3
least
years.
it's like a step forward, and that's all we can really, ask for.
It's the compromise, I guess, that they
It's the compromise,
right?
yeah.
Because he wanted to forgive way more than that.
Right.
People with the
They
fake
kept
money that
blocking
they
them.
just print up today, they
Yeah.
said, "No, we good."
Yeah.
It's $40 trillion of PPP scams out there, but yet they don't forgive the people who really got really debt, right? So it don't make sense, bro. But I just want to give y'all that update on where you at with student loans for the, let's say, small minority of our listeners who have student loans, or it could be majority. I don't know, but I know I'm in it. So October 2023, we got to get back at it, man. So that's what I have for that update, bro.
Nice. So I want to talk to the people out there just real quick. We should be able to break this down in less than 3 minutes, bro. Sure. As much traveling as we've done in our past, whether you've been to a different country, around the states, whatever the case may be, both of you and I, we've been to a different country before. We understand how it works. I want to just put this information out there to people before you travel anywhere. Before you travel anywhere, understand this is not America. You do not have American rules in other country. I think that we've said that on this podcast multiple times.
Numerous times.
We've had people on talking about going, shout out to Brown, talking about going to different countries and whatnot. Listen, you are not in America. Don't use that privilege in no other country because it's not going to work. Antonio, I heard a story that's happening right now. There's a girl in Dubai in jail right now. She is in jail because her friend crashed a car, a rental car. When they went to receive the products, all her stuff, retrieve everything from the rental company says, hey, you got to pay this, 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 you got to pay this. So what you need to know in that circumstance, that's what you're going to pay. You're not going to stand up there. You're not going to argue with nobody. And you're especially not going to raise your voice to the people. So pay it. Or if you ain't got the money, let them alone. Let them alone, bro. Because this doesn't work in your favor. So this is the beginning of the story. Here's the end. Here's the end of the story. She raised her voice at the counter. And it was after he raised his voice. So he raised his voice first.
Okay, I'm following.
She raises her voice. She gets equal. She didn't go higher. She didn't do nothing else. She went just equal. And they said jail.
I thought you were going to say they body slammed the shit.
No. They said jail.
Yeah.
That's it.
Clear-cut case.
Clear-cut case. So, listen, I don't know if if they let her out, cool. If they don't, then that's...
Brittany Griner.
I can't, bro, 9 years. 9 years.
Brittany Griner, bro.
Brittany Griner. Look, this is not your country. This is their rules. You follow their rules. You don't get to do all that. So unfortunately for her, she's in jail for something goofy. It is goofy. We realize that it's not right, but it's our reason, it's our way of saying that it's not right. It's not their way of saying anything is right. What they felt was right is how I'm sure they treat everybody. Hey, in certain countries like Dubai, women are treated differently. In different countries, it is what it is. You either abide by the rules or you go into jail, bro. That is the answer.
And so, I think, can I unpack that even more?
Please.
Research where you're going. And I don't just mean laws, right? I mean, so let's say I want to go to Brazil.
Right.
You need a visa to go to Brazil. Your passport ain't going to do it. You need a visa, right? I just went to Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. You need an e-ticket. There's a thing called an e-ticket. You got to fill out these forms to get that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Canada. All you need is your passport. You need to research where you're going to get into the country. So not only research what you need, research the laws. Can I smoke weed if it's legal over here? Can I bring weed back? Can I bring cigars back, right? Like, I can't go to Cuba and bring cigars back.
No.
You can't do that. If I'm a female, can I look law enforcement in the eye? Can I do this?
You have to know this stuff.
Are African Americans safe in Russia?
Yeah.
Google this shit, bro.
Yeah,
because if you want to go to these places, find out what the culture is, what the vibe is, how much shit costs. If you
just like what did Brown say? What did Brown say on our past episode? He said, "Hey, you can't even walk out of the airport without the okay."
That's what I'm saying.
People aren't thinking about that. They're like, "Man, I want to go see the pyramids. I want to see this, that, and the third." But you have to do research to know what you can and cannot do. You mess around and get over there. You've dressed a certain way that they don't like. Now you stuck in the airport and you just got to get your flight back. You not coming out of the airport. That can happen. It can happen. And you can't use your American privilege to do what you want to do. It doesn't work that way.
Go ahead and go to Haiti, dressed in a nice, your best suit, $10,000 suit, have your chains on and do all that shit in Haiti.
Yeah.
You're going to get robbed. Trust me.
Yeah. Try to give a Haiti baby a hot dog.
Try to give him missing for 48 hours.
Try it. That's it. That's it. So that's all the information we can give you all on that. Now we've come to the fun part of the pod. Antonio, let's have some fun.
Make sure y'all subscribe too, man.
Make sure y'all subscribe before we get canceled right here. So Antonio, you familiar with Adam 22? For the people out there who don't know who Adam 22 is, he's a podcaster. I would say he's a porn guy. I'm not sure if he's been in like more porns. I think it's more with his girl and other girls.
He's a borderline fuckboy though. Sometimes, like
no, he definitely is.
It's like the people who are in that category are murderers and like habitual fuckboyism, right?
Yeah.
With me, I'm getting the vibes. He hasn't crossed the line to me.
Not yet.
Not yet. But that's how I would classify him, though. Like, I don't know, man. He's
strange shit.
It's very strange. But go ahead.
Him and his girl they have sex on the podcast, and
his girl is a porn star.
Yeah, his girl is a porn star.
Yeah.
And there are other girls that come on the pod. So like during the podcast, they'll just be talking about something random, and then it'll just start going down. You know what I'm saying? It's called No Jumper. Been on for a long time. A lot of controversy with the podcast, especially when it comes to people of color. So he and his wife decide, hey, why don't you go do a porn with a black guy? Because she's used to just having sex with either him or just a girl.
Yeah, so no men before. It wasn't even just a
men
black
before,
guy.
just girl.
It's just always been with girl or him.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, I'm going to go get a guy. But we are going to go get a black guy. And you're going to do a BBC.
What does that mean? DJ?
You go get a BB. You go get a BBC.
What does that mean, DJ?
So they find her. Hey, do your Googles. Do your
Not at work.
Don't do
that at work.
Don't do it at work. Don't do it at work.
Not at work.
So they do the research, find the guy that they want to, do it with.
Imagine searching it. Like, your search history is wild.
First of all, bro.
You think Taken and how to get kidnapped.
How to find a BBC.
How to find with your girl?
Wild.
That search history is disgusting.
That's wild. So they find a guy. He says, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be, $4,000 or whatever. We can get it. You know what I'm saying? We get it popped. They say, all right, bet. We're going to give you 10. He said, all right, bet. Bring her. I'll come to you. Whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
So 150% higher, bro.
The internet is interneting. Mm-hmm. And they going in on this dude, Adam, for letting his girl, go and have sex with this guy. So it's supposed to be one of the ones where you have like OnlyFans, so you got to go and you got to buy it.
What's OnlyFans?
The internet, do your Googles.
Not at work.
The internet is going to internet. They gonna find it, baby. They gonna find it. So they put the video out. I wake up at, I want to say maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning, bro.
You was excited? You set an alarm for this, DJ?
No.
Let me find out.
Hell no, bro. I didn't even have my contacts in, bro.
Let me find out.
I didn't even have my contact. I didn't have my contacts in, so I get up.
Set an alarm at 3 in the morning.
Stop it! Stop it!
It's disgusting, bro.
Stop it! So I go downstairs and get some water. Go use the bathroom. I'm standing up, bro. I'm on Twitter. It say Adam 22, Adam 22, Adam 22.
Twitter at 3 in the morning when you sleep.
That's where you get the news from.
No contact.
You get the news there. You get the news there. You get the news there.
Wild.
So I said Adam 22. I said, well, hope he all right, man. Click on it. I see a girl biting pillows. She running. She doing everything, bro. It said 32 minutes. I said, I got about 3. Let me see what's going on. We fast forward through this. So I'm looking through it, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself,
ladies and gentlemen,
I don't think there's no amount of money, bro, that would allow me. First of all, Antonio, have you seen Indecent Proposal?
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host is at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
In the kitchen
with everybody else,
contacts,
and
Twitter,
and on top of that, I was Winnie the Pooh, bro. I was Winnie the Pooh. I had on a red shirt, no bottoms, bro.
What's going on with this podcast?
I was Winnie the Pooh,
this
bro.
This is a hell of a scenario. Bro. Continue, bro.
So I'm scrolling and I'm going through. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like he's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you let your wife, you know what I'm saying, go through this. But, hey, your freakiness, your kinks is your kinks. I ain't mad at that. Here's where the line gets drawn, Antonio. It's one
The
thing.
line wasn't drawn before.
Because y'all agreed to that. You agreed to that. You agreed to that. The line gets crossed when the climax happens, and ain't zero pullout game, bro. He kept his shoes on his feet.
He had his shoes on the whole time.
They never came off. They never.
Did you hear his excuse of why that happened?
Second of all, whose idea was it to end
There
it?
we go. Play that back.
Okay, so I guess had been stretched out in a while. So being I was doing all the stretching, it's like my starting to get numb, and I was like, yo, we have to keep going. It was going so long that it was nothing I could do. It was like the numbness I didn't notice, and I'm like, yo, it's about and then hey, it happened. It happened.
So the was not planned.
Nope.
But then she got freaky with it. She started eating it, doing the nasty.
She got into the moment. You know how it is once you get into the moment. It's like it's all no hose bar. Let's go.
From like Adam's perspective, how do you think he felt seeing her eat the get by you?
I guess it was probably like, okay, brush your teeth, and we can't kiss until tomorrow because it's in my brain right now.
We can't kiss until tomorrow because it's in my brain right now. It's at 3:00 in the morning. Antonio, only thing I really want to see, I skip the video, okay? I want to say skip the video. Really what I want to see is the argument between Adam 22 and his wife when they get into it over this situation. Because I have a feeling, Antonio, that it's going to go a little something like this.
Dee, you gotta tell me what happened on that boat.
David, don't do it.
Tell me what
Don't
happened
do
on that
this.
boat.
Why?
Because I want to know.
All right, I'll tell you. You know what? The man was a stallion, David. Is that what you want me to say? We did it all night long. Does that do it for you?
Is that the truth?
The truth? You don't want the truth.
I got a feeling that that's how that conversation is going to go. Antonio, take it away, please.
First off, I'm not taking anything. I can't.
Do you have a number? Do you and your wife have a number?
No.
If they come up to you and say, hey, unlimited. Unlimited.
I would call a
Blank
divorce
check.
lawyer. I would call a divorce lawyer. So that's got to be included in the money.
In the money is a divorce lawyer.
So if you say I got $1 million, how much is a divorce lawyer? 100,000. Okay, I need 1,100,000. That's what I need. So it has to be on top of how much the divorce lawyer is. And then I'm gonna go along with it, get my money, divorce her. Now I got $1 million things. Good. There ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Can't do it.
Hey man,
It's never going away.
it's never going
And I
away.
understand y'all making money off of this, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's keep it there. Cool. But these people have been married and they have a daughter together, bro.
It's never going away.
We just said a couple episodes ago, Chris Paul's daughter gets bullied because he don't have no championship rings.
What do you think will happen here?
My guy, you don't think
We
she
still
gonna
talking
get
about Kim
Kim.
Kardashian. We still talking about that. Like, dog. It'd be one thing if she was into porn and that's just what she did with other guys in the industry. But you're talking about basically, in reality, he slutted her out. I mean, that's kind of how I look at it.
But you can't when she wanted to do it.
And
though.
she wanted to
she
do
don't
it.
She don't get exempt from this, bro.
No.
Slutting somebody out, you feel like it's like slavery, like you making them do this.
Yeah.
No,
She wanted
this, bro. No,
and you let
she
it
don't-
happen.
She get 50% of this heat too, bro.
And
No.
he watched it.
And that
You see, I can't. Like, when do you say dog?
no, what do you say? Cut.
Oh,
As soon as you hear that, you know how she walk over there.
yeah.
The music
yeah.
playing. Oh, the
Yeah.
pizza's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how they do it. And he walk in, says, "I got your pizza. You said extra meat."
Cut. Right there. He got
Hey, we take a
whatever.
lunch break.
He got to do whatever he got to do in the car on the way home.
Our daughter just had an accident at school. We got to go.
On the way home, bro. I don't care if I agreed to it. Hey, when we get to you get to it. When you get to the moment, I'm Lil Nas X with it, bro. When you get to the moment, that's like Lil Nas X coming up.
No moments where I'm ever.
And he's like, hey, because when he get to the moment, he's not gay no more. But before the moment, he gay. He gay. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, refer to our previous 174 episodes of the podcast, dog.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
Can't do it, bro.
Wow.
Can't do it.
Anything else going on out there, bro?
Let me segue to other, let's say abuse. Because it's kind of a segue of abuse.
Because that was abuse what she got.
Yeah, but that's comical abuse. Let's do serious abuse.
Okay.
This week, Northwestern has been in the news for football. College, the coach was terminated, right? Why was he terminated? Hazing of the players. Now, I'm not going to say he hazed them, but they have a history of hazing the players, right? Right. 11 students came out that, I don't know if it was sexual abuse or sexual hazing or just hazing in period where it was so severe that the coach ended up getting terminated. Right. Now, when I say that, I've seen and heard that hazing goes on to this day.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just sports, right? Like when I was a freshman, or let's say a rookie, you know what I'm saying? They'll do stuff to your locker. They make you go get food for them, right? Carry my pads and my helmet. And then when you get older, you do make that, the freshmen and rookies do that to them, right? Yeah. So the good thing with me is, though, if I didn't like that to me, why would I do that to somebody else? And we come from the mud, bro. I don't need nobody to care. I got my shit because I don't want you to do something, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe you the one person who don't like this and you pee in the helmet, right? Or you do something. So
now you're gonna be hot.
Now you're gonna be now we gotta fight, bro. Now now we gotta fight, right? So that happens all the time. But think about what are the Greeks? What do they do? Like what is it? The Qs and all them. What are they called?
The Greeks.
The Greeks and all
it's the same thing. Hazing, same thing.
They go through it too, right? And it's been in movies as well. So it's a serious matter. To the people out there, let's say you are a senior in high school and you're going to be a freshman in college next year and you're going to join these, what are they, seniority? What are they? God,
sororities, fraternities.
What do they call them? God,
the Sentinels. What are they?
I don't know. Decepticons. If you gonna join Optimus Prime, make sure you got that clear cut case, boy.
The facts.
But look out for that, right? I think it's gonna be presented to you. Trust me.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be up to you to go along with it. Maybe it's cool. Maybe it's funny. But if there's a case where, like I said, it's sexual, or you doing something, they're going to have you not sleeping for 24 hours, 48 hours, and it becomes dangerous. You have to speak up for yourself.
So it's like 60 of them out there right now, like 60 people that are current and former from baseball team, football team. Yeah, it's ugly, man. And the crazy thing is, Antonio, we see this type of stuff play out years ago and people would get fired and you see all this stuff happen and then we fast forward 10, 15 years and people still doing it. It's like you ain't learned yet. You know what I mean? Like it's a sad thing. I feel bad for them, man. When the story I'm sure there's gonna be more to come out from this story, but it's
what's
sick.
Going on with the Midwest, bro? You got this going on. Think about Penn State. With all the sexual harassment that went on with kids. You go to Michigan with Nassau with all the gymnasts. You know what I'm saying? Like, Midwest is filthy right now. I don't know. Like, I feel ashamed to be a Midwestern right now with all this abuse and sexual history that's going on. It's sick, bro. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So I just want to let the people know you can look up that story. It's currently happening, especially with football around the corner. I'm sure that's going to be a big topic every time Northwestern plays. So. Yeah. That's all I got, bro.
What's your take real quick before we get out of here on the reports coming out yesterday that Shannon Sharp was in talks with First Take?
I just want to see. I mean, if it's going to happen, make it happen. I don't understand why there's in talks. Like, I'm sure the shit already happened or it's not going to happen. Like, Shannon Sharp too big of a
The
fish.
news is coming out later than
That's
it
what I'm
actually
saying.
already
He's too
is.
big of a fish not to already have a position. When they had that week, when they said, hey, he's going to be leaving at the end of the NBA
They already
finals,
knew.
They already
knew.
where he already knew
knew.
where he was going, right?
100%.
So it's not talks, and he's tweeting back to Stephen A. Smith. So come on, bro. This is kind of like a build up of
Anticipation
it's
from
going
it.
to happen, right? So let's get it. Let's get to it. It's
And then
news. The sports news is dry right now.
yeah,
Like with everybody on vacation, because obviously football is always going to take the headlines. So that's about to ramp up. Basketball's over. Baseball just had its all-star, so nobody really. I'm sorry to my baseball purists out
I
there.
think that we know.
Nobody talks about baseball to the playoffs till October.
That's a fact.
That's just me.
162 games. Come on.
The
now.
All-Star game, the home run derby, like the views are low. You know what I'm saying? So nobody talks about baseball till October. So everybody's on vacation. Everybody just got fired, so they got to replenish
Now you got the
those
fourth
people.
string. You got the fourth string people in there.
So
There's on a debate show. They agreeing with everything each other's saying.
absolutely.
It
So
looks
all that's
ugly.
going to ramp up in August 1st of September. So especially with college football coming around the corner. So they're going to ramp up. Shannon Sharp going to be back. So I'm excited for that, man.
They're saying that they're saying Skip is having a hard time finding a co-host, man. I've heard talks of Keyshawn. Obviously, with him being let go at ESPN, there's been talks about that. There's been talks about LaShawn McCoy being a guest or something. I don't know. Skip looked like he's stressed. I saw a video the other day, man. He was usually, he's getting off his treadmill. And he looks he's upbeat. He look a little beat up now. Right? He look a little sad, man. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's all I got for today, man. Anything else for you, dog?
To all my conspiracy theorists out there, DJ, you one of them, man.
There are none.
It just came out this week as well. The new resource puts the universe at 26.7 billion years old. The universe at 26.7 billion years old. That's twice as old as they originally thought it was. So we've been here for a minute, but I say we, not humans. I'm talking about the planets and there's multiple suns, moons, Earths. There's another Earth. Hey,
It's unlimited.
Bro.
It's unlimited.
So if we think that we the only things out there, come on, bro. I don't know what else to tell you, bro.
And I want to see it.
Yeah.
I do want to go to
Why
space. I do want to see that.
Why not?
That's what I'm saying. People be so scared, man. Give me one of them submergibles. Go straight to the outer space, baby.
Man, it's a better story. I'd rather die by the alien, you know what I'm saying, than get hit by a bus. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
die from a heart attack.
You
like,
turn down the trip to go to outer space and go get hit by a bus.
Clear-cut case.
Clear-cut case, man.
That's it, man.
So that's all we got for the A Square Podcast this week. Make sure you guys hit us up, asquarepodcast.com. Antonio, you are Cornbread Movie Review.
Cornbread Movie Review, Cornbread 1016. I got a lot of, like I said, I drop Flash, I drop Black Mirror, I got Beef coming out, DJ. So you're going to have my review on Beef on Netflix. Oppenheimer coming out. I got different. Come on, bro. I'm working. We working.
And next week, we'll take a deep dive into the what's going on in Hollywood. I wanted to give that a little bit more time.
On that.
Yeah, because it's a lot going on, and perhaps we'll have an actor on here or something like that might be able to help us understand exactly what's going on. You never know on the A Square Podcast, man.
I like it, bro.
I am DJ Aaron across the board on all social media. Hit me up. And again, make sure y'all hit us up at asquarepodcast.com. And until next time, y'all, we are out of here. Peace.